Hi everyone, welcome to the Japanese Culture Club. My name is Shiori Harima and I am a junior at Liberty High School and I am one of your co-presidents.
Hi, I am the other co-president and my name is Nika Lau. I am a sophomore at Liberty High School and here are other officers.
Hello everybody, my name is Lilia Ma and I am a sophomore at LHS.
Hello, I'm Samantha. I'm also a sophomore at LHS.
So welcome to our first meeting. This club was founded actually last year and
so our mission for our club is to pretty much spread Japanese culture and make it more well-known and have people enjoy the culture as well.
Due to the circumstances this year, especially with everything that's going on, we will mainly be focusing on language as it will be easier to record lessons for Japanese.
Yeah, hope you all enjoy and learn something.
Okay, so we'll be doing Hiragana and Katakana of A, I, U, and O. And so we'll share a screen now.
so basically Japanese has three types of characters, which are Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. And the kanji is like Chinese characters, so they're more complex. So we wanted to start off with like the basic alphabet kind of thing. So yeah.
One thing to note before we start is that me and Samantha are not fluent in Japanese. Japanese is not our nationality, so our teachers today will be Shuri and Mika, who are actually fluent in Japanese, and we will be the students.
Yes.
Yeah, our sample students. Okay.
Okay, so the first hiragana we'll be learning is A, and there are 3 strokes in order to write this. And I have some examples here, so Lilia and Samantha will be saying them. So love would be
Hi.
And thank you.
Arigato.
And
Adi, is that?
yes.
Kashi.
Me, and it can also be match.
Oh.
Yes, red.
Aka.
So this is because like we don't expect you to know all this hiragana beforehand. It's just like great, yeah.
These are just like examples you can
using the hiragana. And I think we'd recommend you getting a notebook to write these things down.
Yeah. Okay, so the katakana for A is only 2 strokes. And so here are some other examples. The first example I have is album, which can be read as aribamu, apple, apuru, and survey, which is anketo in Japanese.
So as you might realize that these katakana terms on the right are usually like used to express like foreign words, like for example album, like this is from English. So yeah, these are all foreign terms, and when you want to say foreign term, you use katakana.
Yes. Next is E, and this you have to have like a little click at the end of each stroke. So another example that we did from the A and we add E would be I, which is love. So now you know that word. Say.
You.
Yes, and then agree or yes.
Hi.
And then house.
Yeah.
And color.
Iro.
Yep. And the katakana for E is only 2 strokes as well. So the first one is internet, which is read as interneto. Instagram is Instagram. iPhone is iPhone.
Yeah, and also like the ones that you've learned already are underlined.
Yeah. And the bolded is the one we're learning. But so the next one is U. This is only 2 strokes. Make sure you put that little click at the end on the first one. So we already learned meet and match, which is au, and so up is
ue,
yes, and then we learned thank you as well, which is arigato. And so you know the last two, first and then last hiragana. Say
You.
yes, and then ocean is
umi,
yes. Okay, and then the katakana for u. Some examples are walking, which is walking, and water, which is wota. So this only consists of 3 strokes. And then the next one is e. This one is a bit hard, but you can, with the second and third stroke, in like the same stroke if you want, then that might be easier. So the first one is e, which can be meaning as art or drawing. And then there's house.
ie,
Yes, so we already learned both of these from this list for now. And then up.
Ue.
Yeah, so we learned this one as well. Yen,
en,
yeah, which is in Japanese or the currency in Japan. And then pencil is enpitsu.
Enpitsu.
Yeah. We haven't learned the maru on the top little circle thing in the hiragana, but we'll learn that later. And then station,
Eki.
eki,
yes. So for the katakana for e, looks like an eye. So you can kind of remember it as that, but it's only 3 strokes. So some examples are energy, which is energy, or aircon, which is shortened for air conditioner. And then there's engine or enji.
Yeah, in Japanese, like when there's a foreign term, they like to shorten the terms down. Like air conditioning is aircon, and then for example, like convenience store would be konbini. So yeah, they shorten it down.
And for our last hiragana for today is o. And this one is kind of similar to a, but instead it only has like this loop thing in the front. And then the third stroke is another little click. So blue is,
au,
yeah, so we learned this this word today as well. A lot or more.
Oi.
Yeah, so we learned this one as well. Home. Yes.
ochi, okay,
And this one is usually when you're referring to your like home as kind of like possessive term. So you would this is like the same as house. So you would say my home would be ochi. And then good night is
Oyasumi.
yes. And then good morning is
ohayo,
yes. If you want to say it more properly, you would add gozaimasu at the end. So the ohayo gozaimasu. But and for casual terms, you can just say ohayo. And then for the katakana, it is only 3 strokes as well. Make sure you put the little click at the end, on the second stroke. So some examples are orange, which is oranji, and Australia, which is Australia.
Yep.
And that concludes for the 5 hiragana and 5 hiragana and katakana we went today.
Just to put things in perspective, there's like I think 56 characters, and they're all arranged in like columns of 5. So this is like our first set.
Yes.
And also Lilia and Samantha actually just started learning like hiragana and katakana like only a few months ago. So you can see how much improvement and like knowledge you can gain in these few months.
Yeah, they learn so quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for joining in or watching our video.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.
bye.
Okay, wait.